It's time for green light or rewrite. Where since we're talking about movies, like we were, Oscars coming up, we're going to be talking about whether these storylines and the titles that go along with it should be greenlit or rewrit. So green light means go, rewrite means back to the drawing board. So let's start with the first one, and then I'm going to read out sort of the name and then the tagline, if you will, and you say whether it's green light or rewrite. So we'll start with Patrick Mahomes. So this one is. I named this one. This is called Dynasty Knocking. That's the name of this one. And it's Patrick Mahomes will claim his third Super Bowl title and Super Bowl MVP, plus 125 last time I checked, becoming only the third man to do so, to win both, at least 3 times. And the other people to do it, Joe Montana and Tom Brady. Do you think this is green light or rewrite?
Well, first of all, where did you get this title, Dynasty Knocking? Is this a takeoff of something? It's not clicking with me.
No, I totally forgot that I did this last time. So
I like Dynasty Knocking. It's
you do?
I don't know, because it's not like anything else. It's different. It's off the rails a little bit.
Oh yeah, I came up with this. Yes.
Brian's trying. I like it that you're trying to be. He's trying to be original.
It didn't wow me, as they say nowadays. The wow factor.
Dynasty. I mean, I would say this is going to be greenlit. Can we say that at some point in his career this is going to be a legitimate thing? Like, you would not doubt that Mahomes gets to 3 and gets, as a result, an MVP title with that.
Okay, then I would rewrite the headline of what you just said to "Heaven Can Wait." Right? I mean,
boom. Pow in the kisser. That's really good.
It's amazing that he's won the 2 MVPs, though. Like Montana didn't win his first one. You know what I mean? These guys, it wasn't such an automatic quarterback thing back in their days, right? And Brady had to go through 6 to get 3, and now it's kind of just like, it was interesting because Femi made the argument to me yesterday why he bet Kelsey. I said Kelsey at 12-1 was a joke. Femi bet him at 20-1, which is less of a joke, right? The number's completely different. Yeah. But he really believes the Taylor Swift angle will play with the voters if Kelsey has a game like he had Sunday. I mean, he had an unbelievable game, right? You do 11 and the touchdowns and all that, right? I mean, and that him being involved with this most popular person in the world, or whatever, however you want to say it, biggest pop star and all that, will have an influence on the storyline, and maybe people are tired of Mahomes. And he thinks that could play a factor in the voters' minds. My opinion is Mahomes can be the only offensive player on the Chiefs to win it. Yeah. Now, if somebody has 2 interceptions or 4 sacks and it's a defensive game, I think that could play it. And I definitely think a 49er, other than Purdy, can win it, right? I think there's several that could win it.
I'm so glad that you brought that up.
Including McCaffrey, but Debo, Ayuk. I mean, all these guys are stars upon themselves. But a lot of times it's hard for a receiver because it's the guy throwing the ball. Although Jerry Rice won it when Montana was throwing him the ball. I don't think it's that way anymore in our society.
So I'm glad you brought it up because we have the other side to that coin, if you will, and that is for Brock Purdy. So let's go and pull that one up, guys. That one is next. So this one is Brock Purdy has gone from being mystery relevant to winning Super Bowl MVP. Some might say this story was reserved only for the movies. This is called Mystery Relevant, the Brock Purdy story.
I just love the panache that you talk about this headline.
Call him selling a movie, baby.
He's a big movie guy, Mike. It makes a lot of sense. He's got to be all in.
His passion comes out when he can merge his 2 worlds.
Love it.
Worlds colliding here.
Worlds colliding.
Sports and movies.
Indeed. Yes. I would rewrite this because if there is look, I certainly believe this is and think about the weapons he has and how they're used too, where like Purdy's the king of the 3-yard swing pass into the flat taken for 40 yards off of 2 great cuts by Debo Samuel or Christian McCaffrey. So if there was like one bet I would say I would never make in the Super Bowl of all the thousands of pages of props outside laying minus 105 on heads or tails, it would be the Purdy Super Bowl MVP. Just because there's so many other better ways to bet that. If you believe Purdy's going to have a good game and the Niners win, like why you would stake a plus 225 when there are so many other options there that the voters would most likely give more credit to compared to other seasons?
So many weapons is right? Like Juszczyk might be the most valuable player. I mean, because what he does down the field for a fullback. And if you're the Chiefs defense, you never have to defend a true fullback, right? I mean, there's just so many things. I would rewrite this, one, because I don't think it will happen. But two, because I think the narrative of him being Mr. Irrelevant is a joke. Yeah, he got drafted last. The guy started 47 games in Ames. Like, the guy was the franchise quarterback in college. He's got plenty of experience. He's had a ton of starts in his pro career, right? So, I mean, this Mr. Irrelevant thing, like it was a throwaway pick, or it was Landon Davis was Landon Turner was in a coma. Yeah. This sort of stuff is kind of irrelevant to me, but I don't think this will happen.
Here's the other part of Mr. Irrelevant thing, just being a joke, is that people don't get how, seventh-round draft picks are really no different than undrafted free agents. I mean, a lot of guys don't even want to get drafted because they want to be able to pick which team they sign with. So it just happened to be a quarterback from a Power 5 school. It just happened to be the last pick. What if he was picked, 271? I mean, nobody would care. So, yeah, I'm with you that has been a totally overblown
Tom Brady was picked in the 6th round. But we couldn't put a cute title on it.
Right.
We just say they found gold in the 6th round, right? But it didn't become he couldn't be a top player.
Exactly. So real quick, this one's for you, Mike, since you are an
I wanted to save this for the next segment. But
you want to save it for the next segment?
Well,
there's 35 seconds.
30 seconds.
Let's save it so you can just marinate it.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.